and welcome back. It's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and today we'll be opening the January 2023 bargain bead box together. This, of course, is a monthly subscription that I share here often and highly recommend because it is such a great value at just $19.49 per month, including the shipping cost if you're in the US, with a number of different items included, even gemstone beads, and findings that coordinate together along with the color selection of beads, so you can make a lot of things directly from just 1 month subscription without having a huge stash already built up. I do have a coupon code before we get into it. That is Opal2, and that will save you $2 off your very first month if you would like to try them out. And that coupon code, as well as the link directly to the subscription, will be listed right down below the video in the description section. Let's go right ahead and open this up and see what this month's package entails. So as we see from our insert, the theme this month is called Midnight Skies, and it looks like we are going to see a variety of blues and grays with some labradorite, some electroplated agate, stainless steel findings, love that. And on this monthly insert, you also get a coupon code that you can use at their sister site, beadboxbargains.com, and they already have a lot of great deals, so that coupon code makes those prices even better. And in addition to that, they also run a monthly contest. If you make anything from your monthly package, you can submit a photo to their email address or on Facebook and randomly enter for a chance to win some credit to their sister store. Here's the entire list of contents, which we see on the back of that sheet. And as you can see, there's going to be 18 different things for us to go through, so it averages out to just a little over $1 per type of item that we're going to look at. Awesome value. And they list the approximate retail value as about $77. So here's a preview of what our bag looks like that was inside of that tissue paper. We have lots of beautiful shades of blue in this very dark navy organza bag, along with those stainless steel findings. And as usual, I'm going to get organized. We'll go down the list one by one so we can take a look at everything up close. We'll start off with bag number 1, containing a meter of 3mm steel Rollo jewelry chain. So this gets us started with what our findings color is for this particular package. Everything is going to coordinate with this. We typically see a meter of chain, so again, plenty to work with every single month. And we often get these very usable sizes like the 3mm. And the Rollo chain is great because often the links are split, so you can even use those as jump rings if you want to. And of course, the links are nice and open, so sometimes I'll use this and cut up segments for extender chain because a lot of times a lobster clasp will connect easily to those more open links. Bag number 2 contains 40 pieces of 7.5mm star bead caps. So another generous quantity in these coordinating stainless colored findings with that open star frame type shape. And you'll be seeing some more stars popping up in this collection of items, especially to go along with the Midnight Skies theme. In bag number 3, there's 2 pieces of 23mm stainless steel moon phase cutout coin pendants. And here they are, they're very shiny, and you can see just like it says, they are a flat disc with the different phases of the moon going all around the circumference of the pendants. We also have a smaller hole at the top to be used as the loop or connection point. And these are listed as actually stainless steel, so they are hypoallergenic and will retain their color. Here's a look at the thickness of this pendant, and also you can see that they are the same on both sides. Getting started with some of our beads in bag number 4, we have 5 pieces of 11.5mm starburst pattern glass cylinder beads. And you can see that they have that laser etched star design with the different sizes of little stars, breaking up that frosty metallic blue tone. And you can see how they're electroplated, getting a little bit more into the purple and slightly gold as you go toward the hole where that base white glass is more exposed. Next, in bag 5, we have 10 pieces of 15.5 by 20 millimeter round with moon and star links. So this is another great example of how generous the quantities are in a subscription like this at a lower cost. Instead of just providing you with a couple of these, they actually provide us with 10. And the style of these go really well with those moon phase cutout pendants, I think, because they imitate that sort of simple slice design and the round shape, and also provide a lot of different openings as well, not just the two loops on either side. In bag number 6, we have 10 pieces of 8 millimeter frosted pressed glass star beads in crystal AB. And here they are, our small, frosty, translucent star beads with the hole running up and down through the center there. And you get that sort of a glow when you have that aurora borealis finish that shows up on top of the matte glass. I just love that combination. And you get the different colors that are picked up by the light depending on which direction you are looking at them from. And it appears they have that coating on one side and not on the other. In bag number 7, we have 3 sets of 18 by 25 millimeter rounded square toggle clasps. And these are the same on both sides, very simple, except that they have that rounded square shape, making them just a little bit different than, say, a basic round toggle clasp. These are a steel alloy, so they do still coordinate with the other steel alloy findings and the genuine stainless steel that we see sprinkled in. And with this very simple shape and wide opening of that toggle clasp, you could even use those loop components as connectors or in other ways, which could be helpful and a great way to put 3 of these to use. In our 8th bag, we have a 10-inch strand of 6 millimeter English cut crystal beads in the color called steel blue. These are very sparkly and reflective and have a darker appearance on some areas of the beads and other areas just letting more of that crystal glass show through. And the English cut providing for a lot of different angles for the light to reflect off of, and something different this month than a crystal bicone, and still a very usable shape and size. In our 9th bag, we have a 10-piece strand of 10 millimeter imitation moonstone glass round beads in soft blue. Another fun and glowy selection, this time in some softer tones of blue overall, with some areas looking a little bit darker depending on how you're looking at those. And that coating that is located in the center, giving us that bright, reflective inner glow that is really eye-catching and fun, especially for this theme. In bag 10, we have some more metallic. We have a 10-gram bag here of 5 millimeter star spacer beads. So another generous quantity of our metallic components, and these following the theme with the star shape and also the look of our other findings, being that these are pretty simplistic without a lot of ornate detail or anything, just that coordinating stainless steel color and letting that shape speak for itself. In bag 11, we have 4 pieces of 12 millimeter stainless steel crescent moon cutout round links. And here we go, 4 of those, which also again coordinate very well with our phases of the moon cutout pendant. I had to shine these up a little bit because they fingerprint very easily from when I was just trying to put them in my hand. I guess one of the drawbacks of stainless steel in this way, but it's so nice to get the stainless steel because of the hypoallergenic properties, especially if you're making this for somebody you don't know. Maybe they have allergies and you just want to be careful. And also because you know it's not going to tarnish or change color on you. Next, for selection 12, this is a 7.5-inch strand of 8mm druzy agate electroplated round beads. I have a couple of those druzy areas pointed up so you can see that. It gives a really cool sparkly and shimmery spot that randomly shows up on certain beads, not quite all of them. And we have that electroplated blue coating over the top, giving us some darker blue beads to work with and also coordinate well with those laser etched star cylindrical beads we saw earlier. And then in bag 13, we have an 8-inch strand of 8 by 6mm crystal rondelles in this deep blue mix. And you know me, I love a good bead mix thrown into these subscription packages because to me, it just allows you a chance to incorporate other colors or shades into a suggested palette. But also you can separate these out and use the colors in different things if you want to. You don't have to use these beads all together as a mix. So it's almost like you're getting an additional few bags of items all in one bag once you separate all these different colors out. So not only do we have our shades of blue, like we have that creamy opaque light blue, the transparent light sapphire, the darker royal or cobalt color, our crystal clear. We also have some of that greenish teal color, so suggesting maybe that as something you could mix in. It doesn't look like we have any additional beads or anything in that color in this package, but you could look around in your stash and maybe incorporate that color into your pieces this month as well as a really pretty combination. Next in bag 14, it looks like we have one of our focals. It's a 38 by 30mm antique silver brass crescent pendant with labradorite oval. So this time we have that antique brass instead of the bright shiny stainless steel color. It's more toned down and brushed looking, but still goes really well with the shinier stainless steel findings that we have in this package. So you could still definitely use those together in my opinion. Also following the theme, we have that open crescent moon shape and then a gorgeous labradorite polished and smooth stone there in the center of the pendant. There's a look at the back. Also has a bail included that you could use with this. And there's a look at the side of the stone. I wanted to show you what that crown-like detail looked like surrounding that. And I like the fact that it is a very clean pendant. I'm not seeing any globs of glue or nicked areas, so it looks like a nice quality piece to work with. Our bag 15 contains a 22mm curved forest moon link, pewter plated with tie fine silver. And this does have a little additional weight to it, so it feels like a more quality piece as well. It's in this antique silver, also coordinating with our palette. And I like how it has that sort of leafy, forested detail around the outside of the design. And we have the crescent moon, of course, that's raised inside. And that's on one side of this piece. And the other side, as you can see, doesn't have that extra detail, but there's a good look at the 2 holes that are located on opposite sides of the link, which you could also use as part of a pendant component. Since we just received one of these, or of course it could be framed up and centered perhaps and used in a bracelet. In bag number 16, we have a 7.5-inch strand of 4mm labradorite faceted round beads. So another selection of gorgeous gemstone beads. I love the labradorite, and occasionally you'll get that little flash of a bluish glow that seems to come from within. These also have a lot of sparkle with their tiny facets covering the surface of these rounds. And these also provide us with another size to work with, incorporating these with the other shapes and sizes of beads, these being a little bit more on the smaller side of the scale of what we've received. But another reason why I say it's a good box to work with all together if you can, because you can incorporate a lot of things into just one piece. We've already looked at so many things. We have 2 more bags to go. And in 17, we have yet even more labradorite in the chip shape. And this is on a 5-inch strand. And here are the chips. They have that flat shape, a little larger than maybe the standard gemstone chips that we're used to, and have a tumbled or smoothed out surface for the most part. And you can see that flash of blue especially showing up in that one in different parts of these beads as you look at them from different angles under the light. So even more stone beads to work with, and the gemstone chips are a great way to add extra texture, especially when incorporated with other simple round beads. And our final bag contains 20 pieces of 6mm Czech pressed glass star beads in crystal/steel blue luster. I love getting this edition of Czech glass. We don't see that as much in these subscription packages. Usually it's just more of the generic glass beads, but of course in their sister shop, Beadbox Bargains, they have tons of Czech glass now to choose from, including shapes like this. So it's nice to see these pop up. And again, they're right on point with the theme they've been working off of with the star shape and that bluish gray color. So that's everything for this month's bargain bead box. I personally think they've done another fantastic job of putting another unique theme and collection of products together, giving us so much to go off of, including some focal pieces, which are a great way to start off thinking about a design. I think over time their findings have migrated to shift to be even a little bit better quality than I remember from the very beginning, with the addition especially of some stainless steel findings now. We have that tie fine silver link as well. And of course the addition of gemstone beads in a subscription box that is such a great value. Not to mention the inclusion of all these additional glass beads and crystal shapes in the coordinating palette, grays and blues, and frosty, glowy tones. So another great value for newer and longtime beaders alike, I think, with each month's theme and color palette being something different. So you're not getting the same thing 2 months in a row, let alone 6 months in a row. They really do switch it up quite a bit. And because last month was so crazy, I wanted to show you, this is one of the sets that I made from the selection that we received last month. You can see how different the color palette is than what we have just unboxed. This is the necklace that I made, just incorporating some things from my own stash, like these Czech glass flat table cut beads, but I thought they went so well with the other materials that they sent. That was one of the focal pieces included. I also made this coordinating bracelet to go along with the set, and a coordinating pair of earrings. So I wanted to be sure to show you these pieces that I made since I wasn't able to come back later last month and do a finished jewelry update like I like to do. But I did want to make sure that I shared that I did actually make something from last month's package. And hopefully that gives you an idea of some of the types of things that you can make from these packages, and or gives you an idea for last month's contents if you're an existing subscriber. Well, that wraps it up for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a big thumbs up and also share it wherever you like. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the bargain bead box, or anything you see here today, or anything else you'd like to say. Be sure to check down below for that coupon code OPAL2 if you'd like to try this out, and you'll find the link to this subscription down there as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, especially because I like to come back and show you finished pieces later on in the month, as well as occasional tutorials, and I'm always glad to have you back. Thank you all so much for watching this time. I hope to see you all again real soon, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and as always, happy beading!